My name's Michael. I play violin. I'm from Vancouver, Canada, and my background is French on my mom's side and Scottish on my dad's side. I've been a musician my whole life. That's basically who I am. I've been playing violin for 19 years now. Started when I was 4, and uh, really it's just been a love-hate relationship. You know, when you're young and you're starting, it's really hard to find the inspiration in order to practice every day and get better. But at a certain point in time, I found an artist by the name of Stuff Smith, and he's an American jazz violinist that really inspired me. I started listening to Stuff Smith every single night. I would fall asleep and his music would just be playing in my room, and that was probably the point where I decided I really wanted to play violin for myself and not just for my family because they wanted me to play violin. I grew up studying classical music at the Academy of Music in Vancouver, and I did that until I was about 9. I did it really until I was about 13, but when I turned 9, I started playing jazz music, and I started playing fiddle music and experimenting with different styles that were typically played on the violin. I learned how to perform, I learned how to write music, and it was really an awesome experience, but mostly from meeting people and getting involved with musicians in the city. School was never my thing. When I graduated from high school, I started getting more into electronic music and house music, and that led me to take my beat making skills that I was using for hip hop to making my own house beats and remixes and stuff like that. Really, house music opened my taste up to so many more styles because it's an amalgamation of so many different styles. It's like there's disco music, there's funk music. So I think I took it way more seriously when I realized I could start performing like that. It's like I can hold the violin in one hand and mix with the other hand. It's not rocket science, right? You know, it's just a good challenge for me. I needed something. So that's why I did it. The first feature I got with respects to house music was with Human Life from LA, and they're on Alan Brax's label, Vulture Records. They asked me to do some violin parts when they heard my track Anyway, where I did the disco string layers. When I went to France and I played at Samois-sur-Seine, It was just an open stage, and I went up there with a few people that we'd met and jammed with at the campground, and that was definitely the most raw experience I've had, because it it was the real deal. It felt like, you know, party in the woods celebrating Django Reinhardt's Death Place, and an audience that just went for what looked like miles, but, you know, I mean, within reason, it was a big audience. I would say that my shows are pretty mixed when it comes to gender. Girls love the violin and guys love the girls. No, I mean, guys, I think guys like the violin, and it's surprising to me because it's a really feminine kind of instrument. Like, the violin is really soft and passionate, but I give it an edge, and I feel like I capture that sort of the power that guys like in the music. My fan base started, I would say, probably with my Daft Punk videos that I threw online in 2009, I think. I put up Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, the solo that's at the end of the song on the violin. And I put up Aerodynamic, which zillions of people have already played on the violin on YouTube, but for whatever reason mine caught on, and I have like 75,000 plus views on that video, which it's surprising, because you're like, this can't be a lot. As it's happening, it's like thousands are watching it. I'm thinking, this can't be a lot, because it's just me in my bedroom. something I think that I see happening in the music industry is someone does something at home, it sounds awesome, it's a development of the music that's already out there, and then a pop artist takes that and makes it really big and like blasts the shit out of it, and everybody hears it like too many times, and then people get bored of that sound and we move on to the next thing, and then the same thing happens again. Live music, you are listening to someone play through mistakes, play through imperfections, play through the music as they're playing through it in that moment. So it's never going to be exactly the same. With electro music and beat-driven music, it's more that you've got a little slice of perfection that's been created, the best take in the studio, the best beat that's been like squeezed together and perfectly aligned. And for me, the thing that I really enjoy about my performance is that I take both of those things. I take the perfection of the beat and the imperfection of the live performance and put them together. I'm not trying to be a perfect violinist. I'm just doing what I'm doing, you know? But the beats are exactly the way that they are every single time. So there's sort of a juxtaposition there with my music. I feel like that's a big thing I'm trying to put out there.
I'm Michael Fraser. I'm going to do a little improvisation on this Adam Shake track, Marmalade, Sun Afro. There I go.
I'd say if I was going to communicate something to you about my philosophy, I would say taking that inner child spirit that we all have and bringing it out in people, especially at my shows, conjuring the energy that we all have, that we all connect with each other, breaking down those boundaries that are set up by social constructs and by our by or the expectations that are held against us. I think when we're in the same room, all listening to the same music and enjoying the same thing, there's a unity that is special, and that's basically what I want to do with my performance life, is bring people together.